Welcome to the Lost Lowdown, podcast 171, with your hosts, Claude and Justin.
What's up, guys?
We're back, continuing our season 5 commentary series with episode 502, The Lie. Because you lied.
You
You
all
left and
lie.
you lied.
You
You
lied.
lied when you left. These titles at the beginning of the season are very accusatory.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Like it was, yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, that's what you're saying. They're like holding them responsible for
Mm-hmm.
as though it was some moral failing to
Yeah.
leave and to lie about it. Like lie about how they left, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's what the lie is. And why did they lie after all? I feel like there have been
To
conflicting
protect
reports
to
on that.
protect those they left behind, clearly.
Uh-huh. From
From anyone who might wish them harm, like the billionaire industry magnate who came after them on the freighter.
mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
like yeah, no, I actually on a one we did recently, I came up with a scenario that made sense to me, but I've since lost it. So what was it? Because like the thing I don't get about it is it's this guy. Okay, so Whitmore knows they're lying, right? And
Yes.
if they tell the truth, the danger is what? Like somebody else will try to get to the island other than Whitmore, and then he'll like come after them, or Whitmore himself will. The thing he knows they came from. I don't understand what the. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like, what does it
Yeah,
serve
so you're saying
to?
they're trying to hide the truth from Widmore, but he sort of knows
Yeah,
something like what the truth is. I think maybe the idea is he doesn't know, like if they leave the island and they say we're the only survivors. See, the problem is they're saying we're the only survivors of the original wreckage,
yeah,
which he knows is not true.
yeah, yeah.
So that's where the problem breaks down at the beginning.
Exactly.
Because they're not, because I thought they were like, if they were saying, I think the way it works is if what they're really saying is we're the only ones alive right now, which is part of what they're saying, right? Because they're saying everyone else died. So
Right.
we're the only ones alive right now. Therefore, there's no reason to go look for anyone else. I think. See, that's part of it. Is they do want, like, so if they got rescued, the Oceanic Six is rescued, and they don't lie and they say other people are alive out there, then those family members are going to do search and rescue missions for those other
Right.
people
Right.
until they find them.
Right.
So, and that's bad because they don't want people to find the island for some reason, mostly
Right.
because of Widmore.
Okay.
I think that's the thing that's still not clear is why wouldn't you want, say, Claire's family to go look for her or something,
Right.
and that's the thing they did leave. I don't remember how it's going to play out, but they left Claire behind, and I know obviously that's what Kate's burgeoning guild is about,
Mm-hmm.
and she's going to choose to go back for Claire.
Yeah.
But it has been 3 years, and they left
Yeah.
them there,
Yeah.
and seemingly like they're fine with that, for that amount of time. So that's a little bit weird.
Yeah.
Because wasn't the point? Did Jack ever say like I'm gonna come back for you guys or something? Or maybe that was on the submarine when he was gonna leave on the sub, and he was like I'll come back for you guys, and he didn't ever leave because of Locke. But
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. The submarine definitely. He was like, "Yeah, I'll come back," and
yeah,
that was
maybe that's
the
what I'm thinking about. But yeah, it's
yeah,
a little bit weird. I'm curious how this episode is going to go since they're going to be talking about the lie and everything. But a lot of this.
yeah,
But I do think there is this idea that since they're just coming off of the drama with Widmore sending Kimi to
yeah.
ostensibly kill them, then they're trying to protect their friends from Widmore still finding the island too.
Right. It's weird how that gradually fades away. Almost
Mm-hmm.
like you almost don't notice, but at a certain point, you just kind of open your eyes and like, oh, Widmore's not the main villain anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And there wasn't like a clear point where he really became a good guy, even though he tried to say that behind the scenes that's what happened, like way towards
Yeah.
the end.
Well, he starts helping Locke, the Jeremy Bentham stuff.
Yeah,
So I
that's
feel like
true.
that's part of
Is
his
that
transition.
the yeah, maybe that's the moment. I guess another thing that could be a part of this is the fake plane wreckage. Maybe if they tell the truth, it exposes that that's not true, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe that's a threat to Widmore since he's the one who faked it.
That's
Like,
true. Yeah, they can't say, "Oh yeah, everyone survived that,"
yeah,
so it can't be those people on the plane wreckage.
yeah.
That can't be real. And then, but I don't know how that really exposes to Widmore because nobody really knows he did it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess I'm yeah. What I'm thinking is, if it exposes that that was fake, then
Mm-hmm.
if anyone wants to investigate it, I mean, supposedly like Ben figured out that it was Widmore from like
Yeah,
receipts
document
or something.
clearly.
Yeah. So it's like it could expose him and it may be a threat to Widmore. Like it isn't immediately, but like maybe that's part of why they think they need to lie. It's just weird. Like it seems like different people have different reasons for lying and
Mm-hmm.
no one really agrees, but they all lie anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention the random like men that are floating around, like following them, possibly wanting to kill them. You know.
Yeah, I think
Um,
that's supposed to be Widmore's men keeping tabs on them. Maybe Widmore's like, okay, the Oceanus Six is back, and if they ever go to the island, I'll keep tabs on them to follow them back to the island or something.
yeah. Right.
Maybe.
Yeah. 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 Okay. I mean, that sort of makes sense. And they just got caught. Where was that apartment that Hurley and Saeed were going to? Was that Saeed's apartment?
I assume that's where he was staying
He
while
was
he
just
was
staying there.
in town,
Okay.
coming to get Hurley or whatever.
Okay. And like they just caught the people and so they were
Yeah,
going to
maybe it was a
trank them
hotel or something. I'm
and
not
then maybe
sure.
just leave them there or were they going to take them? I mean, I just
Yeah, maybe Widmore was going to kidnap them to interrogate
okay.
them. Maybe that's the idea. Have we? I
Okay.
don't remember when we see that. Remember that footage? Maybe we've already seen that. Maybe that's in season 3. But remember that footage that Ben shows somebody, I think, and it's like Widmore. It's like a grainy VHS
Yes,
footage,
beating
and like,
somebody up.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the proof that Widmore's a bad guy or
Yeah, yeah,
something.
yeah.
When did we see that?
Definitive proof.
Yeah,
Wasn't that season 4?
was that
Is
season 4?
it wasn't it? Well, isn't that what he shows to doesn't he show that to Locke or something to like
I
convince
don't remember
him?
who he shows. I don't. All I remember is that scene. I don't remember.
That's what I want to say. That it was like it like he had this whole like dossier and it
It
also
wasn't Saeed.
included.
He didn't show that to Saeed to convince
Oh, did he
Saeed
show it to
to.
Saeed? Look,
Maybe
Saeed,
that's
they're bad. Yeah, maybe.
yeah,
Maybe that's what it
because he's
was.
trying to convince Saeed to kill Widmore's people.
Right, 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 right. Oh, maybe that's gonna happen this season then?
Yeah, I feel like we haven't seen it yet, but
I don't
yeah,
remember seeing it, but it's been so long.
yeah, I'm a little confused on when we actually get that.
Yeah, 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 and that's a hard one to look up. Like, grainy Whitmore
Mm-hmm.
footage. Look, he had someone punch a guy.
Oh, here it is. It's
Pure.
it's
Oh,
Ben's tape and the other woman.
okay, it was season 4 then. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they call it Ben's tape.
Ben's tape. It's known as Ben's tape.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, after let's see, Ben viewed by John Locke
It is
with
Locke.
Ben
Yeah.
after Ben gave Locke the combination to the safe that held the tape.
Okay. Yeah,
The
yeah,
tape
yeah.
depicts Widmore exiting his vehicle and assaulting a blindfolded man, identified by Ben as one of the others, unlucky enough to have been captured by Widmore's organization.
Right. Right. Okay. Right. He's like grabbing the others, like, tell me where the island is.
Mm-hmm.
Or something. And he's like, no. And then he kills him or something.
Because he's the big bad.
And I guess Miles is going to get. I remember Miles gets folded into that in a weird way. Where, like.
Oh, God. Widmore's his dad, huh?
No, no, no. That's. That's Faraday.
Oh,
He's not
sorry, you
Miles.
said Miles, and I'm looking at this picture of Faraday. Sorry.
He is Faraday's dad. That's true. But yeah, no, he like tries to have him read a dead person, to
Mm-hmm.
find out information. I think Naomi's involved as well. Um,
Oh yeah.
I mean, I guess Widmore recruits Miles, so that sort of makes sense because he's on the freighter.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh, so I guess that's a flashback. But I think we're gonna see that this season because we haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I think we go back to some Miles backstory.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe that's part of the problem that with the writer strike, they had to push some of the stuff from that they were gonna do in season 4 to season 5, and I know some of that stuff involved the freighter people, and so you know something like that seems like maybe it belongs more in season 4 ends up being in season 5.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's also Bram who tries to recruit him.
Oh,
Which
I
is
forgot about
strange.
that whole thing. Like, oh, Bram,
Fucking Bram.
Bram. Yeah, that's that
The
whole
Ash
thing
Circle
later where,
man.
yeah, exactly, where he's like, I'll stop you, Smoke Monster,
Yeah.
and
Haha. Smoke
yeah,
Monster's
that
like, you
whole
can't
thing.
stop this shit from falling on you.
Yeah, that Ash Circle won't protect you from debris.
Gravity.
Yeah, the Smoke Monster's like secret weapon is gravity.
Yeah.
All right.
But
Well,
yeah, I don't remember that much about this except that it's Hurley centric, which centricity is a bit weird this season since for the most part they're not doing um at least in the first part of the season, they're not doing this traditional kind of flashback structure, and so they're going back and forth
hmm
between the island and the Oceanic Six stuff.
yeah,
And so as a result, like if it's Hurley centric, I mean, you go to the island, Hurley's not there,
yeah.
so it's sort of the centric thing is weaker. I think it's a bit more, like slight focus you
hmm
know
hmm
um but yeah, like the whole he explains to his mom thing, and the hot pocket scene, and whatever else I thought was supposed to happen in the first one and Because You Left but didn't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we came up with something like that. Yeah, Ben's mystery box, I definitely remember that. um I was hung up on that. Like deep into season 6, it was like, "What's Ben's mystery box?" Well, we find out this week.
Yeah. Wow.
Look, I brought my mystery box.
It's
It's
got my lunch in it.
oh man.
He just wanted to hide his lunch from Jack because he knows Jack might eat his lunch.
Jack always eats his lunch.
Mm-hmm.
You always eat my lunch, Jack. I had to hide it.
Maybe I overreacted.
So yeah, other than that, yeah, I don't have a lot of specific memories about this. I guess the first one was kind of like that too. I guess
hmm
the fact that we haven't rewatched it as much, and the fact that these aired together, it sort of you know scrambled this one more than some other episodes.
Yeah, other episodes are more over easy. This
Yeah,
is hard scrambled.
exactly.
All right. Well, you want to get into the episode?
I do.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
All right, everybody, get your players ready if you're going to sync up with this, and let's lie about it. Let's lie about
The
it.
lie about it.
All right, let's see. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 years ago.
Ooh, 3 years ago, what?
3 years ago from when?
Yeah, it's like so relative. Three
Got
years
some
ago from
beard.
now. What does now mean?
Now means later.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe the
Love
rest of
this,
it is
like,
3 years later.
oh, this is Searcher. Okay.
Yeah,
This is the boat.
yeah. actually Penny's boat.
Mm-hmm. How are we gonna lie?
Not really.
It won't be that long.
Huh?
That's convincing. Protecting from who?
Yes. How does Lang protect
Oh,
them? Here it is.
they know he.
But he knows, doesn't he? I don't get it.
Yeah, they almost explained it. They got close to making it make sense.
It was so close.
Yeah, tell the truth. You don't know where the island is. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
hmm. Lie together, die alone. Yeah, it's almost like they're saying the lie we tell the world, Charles Wilmer will believe. But they're forgetting that he already knows the circumstances of their crash.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I feel like they didn't think that through.
Okay, that's a question for Carlton and Damon when we get them on the
Like,
podcast.
he already sent a freighter there. I mean, he knew Desmond was there inexplicably.
Oh no.
Why is it a chase? Like, what are they running from?
He
Is it just
it's a
'cause
chase
the...
because he's trying to get him because he got shot and he's upset.
Oh, he
And
got shot.
yeah,
Oh, with the
tranquilized.
trank dart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. See,
And this is the other reason why.
okay.
Yeah, I guess someone got shot for real. Hurley's got blood on his shirt. So maybe one guy had a trank dart and the other guy had a real gun?
Yeah, that's a good question.
God, I hope it's not who I think it is.
Sure. It better not be. Who do you think it is?
I think
Oh,
it's her.
shit.
Yeah, it is.
I forgot. I forgot it's Hurley we're talking about. Because I'm like, this can't be. This is so weird. Yeah, now he's like seeing this in the real world. What if I were real?
I can't believe he's saying Letty Ortiz from the Fast and Furious franchise. Because you know he's a fan.
Clearly. Work to do.
So this is Man in Black. Because it doesn't make sense for it to be Ana Lucia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or is it in his mind?
It could just be in his mind. That would be the other possibility. If it's coming from outside, then I agree.
See, and that's the Man
Yeah.
in Black thing.
That's like
the
say
Man in
hello
Black
to
thing.
my son.
Yeah.
That's totally Man in
And
Black
now the
thing.
car's gone.
Well, there goes his projection.
Yeah.
So I guess I was wrong about that. If he actually did that, that's yeah, still leaving the island.
But maybe that was still a mental projection, right? So if you were standing on the street, you just see Hurley talking to himself.
Yeah.
You wouldn't see her there in the in flesh and bone.
Right.
So maybe that doesn't count. Maybe he can.
Well, yeah.
Or
No,
you know what they should have done? They should have said that Man in Black found Jacob's lighthouse, and he's used the lighthouse
Oh
to like
yeah,
find people in the real world and then
yeah.
send them messages.
That would have made sense.
That would have totally made sense.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he found the cave,
Yeah,
so
he
why
had
not
time
the
to find
lighthouse?
everything there.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
Here it
Shut up,
is.
Frogurt.
Say fire like 20 more times.
Oh, okay. I guess it's gonna happen later.
Hmm.
Referencing. Yeah. With us, whatever that means.
That's because otherwise, why did their clothes come with them? You know.
Yeah. It's like, how does it define? I don't know. That's just weird. Like Dan's tie is like
Mm-hmm.
it's not even touching him. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it's close enough. It was sending a dream to the future.
Lost.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it in your journal? Ooh, the Zodiac.
Oh
Not
no.
a new bearing.
How does he even know the bearing changed
Yeah. Oh.
in time? There it is.
Oh. It's even worse. Yeah, what does that have to do with the bearing? But okay.
He's making an assumption that the bearing has changed, which,
Yeah.
makes sense, but I'm like, why do you think that happened?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I don't know.
Water cut. I'll get the water, and then he throws
Like
water.
theoretically they could time travel to, the time when the freighter was there and the bearing would be the same.
Maybe.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah, it should be.
He weakened at Bernie Said.
He totally did.
Oh, I remember this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. This is one of those like keep the change things. Ooh, yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's that from?
Somebody's blood.
So weird.
I know you from that live news footage behind you.
Fake news.
Talk about bad luck. Wait, but he died. He went in a plane
Keep the
crash.
change. Oh, he's changing his bloody shirt. Okay, that was the point.
Yeah, I think Anna Lucia told him to do that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I was too wrapped up in
And this is so LA.
who it was. Oh, yeah. I mean, you could tell.
Yeah, it just looks like it.
Yeah.
Even before they cut to downtown.
Right. Right. I I
Oh,
I
that's
don't
right. I
think they
forgot
actually
about
filmed
this.
it in LA though, but I could be wrong.
What was that?
I don't think they actually filmed it in LA, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. Look at your book. Keep your feelings inside and look at your book.
Old cell phone.
Hmm?
Classic.
Man, you can't play Spotify on that thing. No Instagram.
Nope.
It's Choo Choo Tunnel.
Oh, this is that.
Cassidy?
Yeah, yeah, gotta be. Since they're not telling us who it is, it's
Yeah.
gotta be Cassidy. Oh, this is where Cassidy's gonna shit all over Sawyer.
Yep. Because he's a coward.
Ed Cassidy?
Uh-oh, here
Here
we
it
go.
is. This is like No Country for Old Men.
Totally.
See, this is just, yeah. If they didn't plan to do anything with this is really weird.
It's almost like it's Jack's or Christian's shoes or something. It's
Mmm.
something they need for this mission. But Jack gets the shoes from the grandfather later. So maybe they
Right.
were like, okay, we don't need the shoes to be in this box.
Oh, that's interesting. Like, did he actually take? No, he couldn't have.
Not
Let's
from the
see.
island, but
Yeah,
maybe he
yeah.
stole them some other way, or maybe that's what it was. He's like, these are the shoes from the island, and I found them. I found your dad's shoes on the island. I never showed you.
And he was just carrying them around when he
Yeah, but
left.
he didn't. Yeah, you're right. He didn't have them when he
Yeah,
turned
that's what I was
Rocky.
thinking.
Well, that's true.
Just like Choo Choo.
This is a tunnel scenario.
It's really weird. Like, he shouldn't necessarily know that, but
Yeah, it is almost like the show is telling us that we don't have to worry about this yo-yo of them getting on the island, getting off the
mm-hmm.
island. It's like, okay, once they go back, they're gonna stay there.
Yeah. Oh, they're they're planting the seed for Locke not being dead.
What did he say?
He said he's dead, isn't he? And then Ben doesn't respond.
Why wouldn't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it doesn't.
Hmm.
It's yeah, laying the
Did he
laying the
just make a
foundation.
caviar and ham sandwich?
Yeah, well, that's what you do, I guess. When you got that lottery money slash Oceanic Six money.
Oh
Not
yeah.
expose.
I love the saying previously on. You can go work at stage 3.
Razzle dazzle. All right.
Maybe later. That's weird.
The safe house. That's what that was supposed to be. And there was blood everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Good question.
Yeah, Hurley doesn't know. And I don't know if the show does either.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because there's not like 1,000 threats out there after get them. You know what I mean? We
Yeah,
we know the scope of who's out to get them, and it's like Widmore
exactly.
or Men in Black, and that's it.
Oh no, not the truth.
Mm-hmm. How about call a doctor?
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. Saeed knows. Maybe he would just say Widmore, because that's what Ben would say.
Mm-hmm. Like Jack Shepard.
Uh-oh.
You push that button, it never comes back. Yeah, yeah, mommy, it's just a button. I got it.
Not that hard. I can walk, you know. That's like way
Mm-hmm.
more impressive.
Did you see me color mostly inside the lines?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
it's this. Yeah, I
Oh,
remembered a
it's
second before.
this.
It's not Cassidy.
It's not Cassidy.
Yeah,
Wow. I
yeah.
don't now I remember, but
I remember it
yeah.
now too, but yeah. The second before, like, oh right, here's the other's butcher shop.
Oh no, this is problematic because this sets up the whole idea that there's a network of others out
Mm-hmm.
there,
Yep.
and like it's and then yeah, that's what Bram and them pick up on later, and it's just
Yep.
so awful.
Yeah, and it definitely calls into question the people who are after them, if the
Mm-hmm.
others could be involved as well.
Mm. It just I don't understand. Like
She
this is
already
all
knows what it is. God damn
yeah.
it.
Because he's initiated his network that we've all have to go back and
Wow,
it's
they're like getting memos. They know all kinds of
yeah,
stuff that's
they've
going
more
on.
dossiers and files
Oh
and updates
man.
and it's just weird that this is all predicated on what? Like
Yeah.
that Jacob is the leader of the island and then what? Like I don't understand like what they're doing.
I know, and especially because Ben's just doing this for selfish reasons. It's like, why are the other
Mhm.
people doing it?
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna work at a butcher shop and also be another forever. Like it's man, it's so weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no.
You
I
had
feel
it
it
and
coming.
lost it.
I feel it coming.
Yeah, we need fire. We need fire.
No.
Number one.
Frogurt, stop. Take a time out. Go sit in a corner.
Go somewhere where if the arrow hits you, like it won't hit anyone else.
Wow, I feel like they're teasing us with the fire thing.
They are.
It keeps not
It's gonna be
happening.
the third time. You know,
Yeah,
rule of threes.
it's a good point.
Are you dying? What if it's because you're dying?
Oops. Got that time sickness.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Is it? Did they ever explain this? Like, why is it affecting Charlotte so much more?
I don't think they do, but I know like we started thinking about the time barrier, right? Because it's like the barrier sickness when they
Right.
remember Minkowski and
Yeah,
forget
yeah, yeah.
things.
It seems similar to that. But it's like Miles was from the island too. It doesn't seem to affect him the same way.
What was its last thoughts, Miles?
Really should know. Oh no. Is this it?
This is a good shot, and he's facing the
Yep.
right
Here it
direction.
is. Here it
Good.
is.
Have fire.
Here it
Yep.
comes. Oh no. He said it 3 times. This is gonna be the 4th time.
Oh
There it
no.
was.
You want some fire? Here's some fire.
Yeah, here's your fucking fire. Fire
Wow.
everywhere. Alright, red shirts. Goodbye. This is
Damn.
the end. You made
Damn.
it all the way to season
Because we gotta time
5.
travel some more, and we
You
don't want you
managed
guys
to
around.
survive others' attacks. You managed to
Yeah.
survive, Hatch implosion. You managed to survive Freighter coming to kill you.
And who knew it was gonna be flaming arrows?
You time traveled, and
Was
then
it Vincent?
Yeah, Vincent time traveled.
We haven't seen him in a while.
And now the others use flaming arrows for the first time ever.
First and last?
First and last, you're right. You're right. It's just because he said we can't get fire.
And how many others are there?
A lot.
These are the others from the past, right?
Yeah, this is
That's the idea?
past. I think this
So
is
the
50s
hostiles
others.
or
Yeah, because I
something?
think Widmore is going to show up here, like young Widmore.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure he shows up pretty soon here.
Yeah, standing behind a tree is the best thing to do,
Mhm.
actually. I love that.
Yeah,
Put the fire out, that'll save him.
good one. Yeah, that's a lot of arrows.
It's a lot.
God. And you don't see anyone. It's just
No.
like, it's weird. It's almost like the others are back to their like mystical times.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
And I'm not lying. Oh, you're lying.
Yeah.
Oh, lying about the fundamental issue. I see.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It's not Pakistani.
And he's not Pakistani either. It's quite an assumption.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a hilarious thing. He's obviously Pakistani. Because of the shoes he's wearing.
Mm-hmm. No, mom, please me.
Don't mom please me as you always do. Yeah, because no one's ever escaped in a car before, police. Wow.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
Some killing bin to...
You know.
Oh, Hollywood sign.
Oh, I remember this. They try to insinuate that. Yeah, I remember this. This is weird. You won't.
Mm-mm. That'll never happen. In fact, son, you might not see your daughter again either, I think.
Exactly. It's true. She
You
won't.
get to talk to her on the phone one last time, and then that's it.
Yeah, you're right. That's it. It's really strange to know stuff like that.
It's really strange to know stuff like that. You feel like omnipotent knowing these characters'
Yeah.
fates.
Yeah. Ben's lawyers.
Mm-hmm. They'd come to you on the street like a rat in front of your business associate. You need to lock them in an airport holding cell.
Take care of them. Just say kill them?
That's what she's saying.
Wow.
You have a gun in your purse, Kate.
Yeah, and you know,
You're the
you
kind of person who would make me leave Jin.
you did murder somebody. That is a
Yeah.
thing.
And failed.
Oh, right. This is what they imply.
What if she shot Kate right now?
Yeah.
Because you left Jin. And you didn't.
And then she didn't. You're right.
You got yours, girl. I hate you yet. You saved us.
Yeah.
That's bittersweet.
Classic bittersweet.
Well, Kate didn't even feel bad for this whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been 3 years at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame you. Okay, right.
So how's your
That's
husband?
the implication.
Mm-hmm.
But then it turns out it's not true.
It's a good cut. How's Jack? We cut to Jack.
Yep.
They're good at that. What's this Pakistani?
Why is he dead?
Hmm.
Oh wow. I never noticed those upside down windshield wipers. It's weird. Oh, him?
Hmm.
I forgot all about Saeed. I certainly didn't send him to get her.
And kill who was ever standing in his way. Yeah, you introduced him at the airport like your best friend.
He was at that party.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is where they're pivoting to Saeed's bad.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah, there's a thing going to be invented called fake
The
news.
world's changed. If the news says it, everyone believes it. It's so
It's
naive.
really weird that that's so not. Oh man, that's really scary.
It is.
We used to trust journalists implicitly,
Yeah. Yeah, it's
more or less.
clear. Uh-oh.
See, this is the thing that I don't like about Hurley's character, where he doesn't understand, like, he's not comfortable with, like, this moral ambiguity of, like,
Mm-hmm.
lying for a good reason.
Right.
He's just, like, has this simplistic
I just
worldview
don't
that,
like
like,
lying.
I don't like lying. And it's like, yeah, grow up. Put on your big boy pants. Like, there's, like, crazy stuff going on here. Yeah, I
What,
remember
that
that
part?
line.
There's no answer there. Desmond's girlfriend's father. Does she even know who Desmond is? He
No.
didn't come with them.
Mm-mm.
Might as
Not
well,
including Aaron.
including Aaron.
Oh, including Aaron. I always get
Yeah.
that. I always think he doesn't count because he wasn't born when the
You would
plane
think he
crashed.
wouldn't count, but he does.
Yeah.
Still alive.
Most of them died the crash, but yes,
Yeah.
42 of them survived or whatever.
And most of them are dead now.
Yeah.
And now means in the past.
I mean, I get the emotional weight of not being able to tell people what happened to them,
Right.
but yeah, the whole thing of I just don't like lying.
Yeah. Why is the bad stuff happening?
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, he's saying the bad stuff is happening because we lied,
Because we
but
lied.
he's putting those two things together, which is the same problem he did with the numbers. He's
Yeah.
equating the circumstance of events with like this catalyst, right?
Yeah.
And it's the wrong conclusion. What if things were worse if you told the truth?
Right.
I thought
He really
I
needs
was
some
wondering
shoes.
I thought when he got his shirt, I was like, oh, he probably got shoes now.
Should have
But
taken Frogert's shoes.
there you go. Guess he's too busy running for his life.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
He should get some leaves and wrap them around his feet and tie it with vine.
Oh, yeah. It's like, yeah. The original shoes.
Mm-hmm. They don't leave tracks.
Yeah, I know, whatever. They're back to this now. This definitely feels like a callback to that Jin and Echo thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the others are way less scary now.
Yeah, they are.
They're just people.
They work at butcher shops.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, no. Oh, you're British.
Crawling around like rats.
You gonna shock him?
I would think that the tranquilizer would just wear off after a while. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like, I don't know.
Oh, he's looking at his heart. Maybe there's like an
Unless we're
antidote.
supposed to believe it was like poisoned. And it's actually going to kill him eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that's not the purpose of those things. Like, a permanent coma? Like, I don't. Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, something with maybe he didn't respond as he's supposed to or something. You're on the island. It's fine.
Medical station.
Yeah, exactly.
It was all a dream.
Ben wants me to do his surgery on his back. Please, I hope Jack drinks the water for himself. It'd be so funny. Oh, that's not as fun.
Yeah. Trying to be a good doctor.
That hot pocket knows.
There it is. Aren't hot pockets supposed to have a sleeve that
Yeah,
helps them
but
get crispy?
it's a worse image cinematographically.
Yeah, it's true.
I
Yeah.
forgot about him throwing the hot pocket.
Yeah, that was
Oh no,
one of the
and he
things I
missed.
remembered. He seems like Ben seems strangely creepy, like
I was
in
just gonna
this.
say he could be Man in Black. Like
Yeah,
it's.
yeah. His Oceanic Six like style is
Mm-hmm.
like different from how he was in the island.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Uh oh. What? Oh, he's offering him something that he actually wants.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Ben's like got him, but I think he's not gonna listen because of what Saeed said.
He said do the opposite. Yeah.
Yep.
Which is weird because Saeed was working for Ben.
I
So.
know. I know. But I think that's what he was saying. Like,
So,
don't make the mistake I
but
made.
yeah, but did Ben actually send Saeed to get Hurley? Because
I
now I'm
believe he
thinking.
did. He
But
didn't.
then
He
what?
didn't act like it, but I think later this season we're gonna find out that he did. I could be wrong, but that's what I remember.
Yeah, it's interesting because I would think that Saeed. I thought Saeed didn't he walk away from Ben at a certain point?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, I think he. Yeah, but Ben goes to find him, and he's like, "You got to go get Hurley."
Hmm.
And I guess he was gonna try to get Hurley, but keep him away from Ben.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I was wondering how
but
they
it
gonna
still
do.
like served Ben's purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got lawyers.
I love that Hurley thinks he won.
Yeah, yeah, it's really not gonna work out. What was that? Rocks?
Mm-hmm. Slingshot.
Is it Alex? Oh, never mind. That was the giveaway. This better be Locke.
Yeah, if someone gets a knife in the
Throwing
back.
the knife. That's his move. They just got Naomi'd.
Yep. Fancy meeting you here. Oh no!
Oh shit.
I didn't know this was now. We didn't know we got this here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then
Just
we
like
cut.
writing equations and
It's like we
shit.
cut to like fucking Harry Potter Castle, Dumbledore. This is like a wizard. Like.
Yeah, this like cloak thing. It's
Mm-hmm.
really weird. It's like Harry Potter with technology.
Yeah. Techno
What if
wizard.
they had computers in Hogwarts? Yeah, I remember this whole thing. Oh,
Yeah.
God. This like pendulum system. Oh, it does look like they mostly have it in the Pacific there on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Off Island Dharma Station. Everyone said it would happen.
No one believed it except everyone who said it was going to happen. Oh no.
Yeah. Who could it be?
I hope it's not Desmond's mother. I mean, Faraday's mother. The pendulum has spoken. Yeah, see, before I didn't understand that the timeline's based on like this window,
Yeah.
and not that like she's in charge and giving him a time frame.
Right.
God, Jesus, why?
Yeah, so
Why do you? Oh.
I remember getting really irritated with that because later on they don't meet the window. And she's like, "Oh well, we'll find another way." It's like,
when God closes a window, He opens a door.
yeah,
right?
it's like you said, "God help us all." What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
It was
He's like,
just,
"No, I meant God will help us and
Yeah.
give us another option."
God helps us all.
Yeah.
What?
What's the confusion?
Were you not listening?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's definitely a punchier ending than Oxford.
Oxford, which
I
he
would
didn't even get
say-
to. We
No.
didn't even see any more of that this
No,
episode.
0. No Desmond at all.
Wow.
And we don't even know that that's actually not Desmond's mother, Faraday's mother.
Yeah, which is great. Not only that, but she was on the island with Widmore.
Yeah, that's an extra level. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna meet her soon, actually. Now that
Mhm.
they're, in that period with the others.
Yeah.
So we're gonna, get to see the 50s others and their
Yeah.
hydrogen bomb thing.
Yeah. No one puts a hot pocket in the microwave
Yeah.
on the glass turntable by itself.
It's the visual, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, but come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's, the leakage, like, if it, stuff starts coming out and then it's on the glass, ugh.
And he like picked it up, as if it wasn't hot.
Yeah,
it was a
it's
little,
literally called a Hot Pocket.
literally called a hot pocket. And the pocket part is the part that isn't the sleeve the pocket? Oh, maybe the pocket's the
I thought the pocket was,
it's the pocket. Yeah, that's
yeah.
Well, the lie.
The lie.
Yeah, the lie wasn't so much about the lie, so much as it was about the repercussions of the lie.
Yeah. It was really more, it was more of a meta thing. Let's have a conversation about lying, not really about the lie specifically.
Yeah. Yeah, it almost makes sense that they're doing it to protect them from Widmore.
Almost.
I really felt like they should have just said protect them from the world, but I guess that doesn't work either because these people's family trying to find them isn't really a threat.
Right.
That's a good thing. So they're not trying to protect them from being saved and rescued from off the island. They're trying to protect them from harm, and the only person that wants to harm them that they know of is Widmore.
Right.
But I don't see how the lie really accomplishes that.
I don't either. It never made sense to me. And I think when Locke proposes the lie, he's saying to, protect the islands.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
part of the lie. Like, they never say they went to this island.
Right. But that's not the reason that Jack gives.
No.
Of course, they don't even know where the island is anymore because it moved. And so then, another reason comes out that they'll say we're crazy.
Yeah.
Because it is crazy. And then the island moved. And we don't know where it is anymore. Okay. Yeah, if I heard that story, I wouldn't believe it. But that's, I don't know. They could tell, I feel like they could tell a version of that has some truthful elements without telling the crazy. I mean, they don't have to mention the smoke monster and, I noticed,
and
I think Curly didn't mention that. Anyway.
Yeah, the Dharma Initiative is a real thing that existed off the island, so they could have some corroborating evidence of we found this defunct organization called Dharma Initiative, and then people go, oh well, that was a thing, that was
Yeah.
real, and they did go off and do some research somewhere, and this is that. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. Yeah,
But
the whole like
yeah.
Michigan connection and the DeGroots and
Mm-hmm.
Hanzo and yeah, there's plenty of stuff there to corroborate. But yeah, I mean,
Um. Wow, looks like we don't see Rose and Bernard until the end of the season.
oh wow, that was it. Oh, so I guess after the others attack, they just go off and like get their
Yeah,
little like cabin thing where they just
they're like, we're
live.
done.
Yeah, they retire.
Yep.
That's when they decide to retire. I guess that kind of makes sense in a way. Like,
It's a
cause
good point to retire.
yeah, cause it's like yeah, like
Everyone's gone. Like
yeah,
there's no leaders anymore.
right. The others just killed most of the other people that were
Mm-hmm.
with them. And it's like yeah, like we're done with this. We're just gonna be like neutral parties now.
You'd think, and I guess we shouldn't expect this to really make sense, but you would think that if it was the others firing the arrows at the Losties, then you think Jacob would intervene and be like, "Hey, some of these people are candidates. Like, don't
Why would
kill
I do
them."
that? Because if I
I mean,
step in,
He intervenes later. He sends messages later.
yeah, but that's different. That doesn't count.
He goes and visits people off the island and touches them.
Yeah, but yeah, I know. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's weird. Yeah, definitely. I feel like he should know that the time traveling is happening. I mean, I feel like the whole thing doesn't add up like to me at all. Like okay. So Ben goes down to Donkey Wheel. Ben turns Donkey Wheel.
Hmm.
Ben doesn't turn Donkey Wheel properly, and therefore the wheel's like off the axis, and therefore the time traveling is
Hmm.
happening. But the time traveling is not carrying everything with them. It's carrying certain select people randomly.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck is that? I don't understand. Like what's you know what I mean? That makes me think that there should be some other force, like somehow choosing, you know, what's happening. Like it's just bizarre that it would just randomly say like or seemingly randomly say, okay, it'll be the plane crash survivors and Juliet and not Claire for some reason, and not the other others because Juliet left them, and so she doesn't count anymore. Like, it's I just the freighter people. Okay, they can come. I just don't get
Yeah.
it.
Um.
I mean, it's the same thing when the Ajera plane comes, and like some of them flash to the '70s, and some of them stay on the plane and crash on the Ajera island. It's like,
Yeah.
how is this like selective thing? I just feel like it should be all or nothing. It takes all the people, or it doesn't take any of them. Like, why just some of them? You know, and not even like in particular locations. Like Locke is taken, and he's standing there with the others, and he's the
Hmm.
only one. You know?
Because maybe it's because the first Flash, do they go to the future, right? Or they go to the past?
I think the first Flash is the past because the camp wasn't there anymore.
Damn, my theory won't work.
What was your theory?
I was gonna say, well, maybe if Locke was with the others and they had flashed to the future, maybe he flashed to a future timeline where those others had all died. So that's why they weren't there. But of course, Locke dies soon, so
Right.
that doesn't work either.
A lot of them die soon.
Yeah, I was thinking, no, maybe they're not there because they're dead in that timeline or something.
Right, right, right.
But yeah, I don't know. I can't really think of a good framework for how people are chosen. Um, it does seem like it's the people who are newer to the island.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Um,
true.
so Juliet counts. She's newer than most of the others.
Yeah, and maybe the Man in Black's intervention or claiming or whatever somehow made Claire exempt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a little weird, but, you know, the whole thing's not really clear, so I can't, you know. I can't say that's not allowed.
And it maybe all the people who left who start time traveling they were the ones who were involved in the season finale with like the drama with the freighter people and moving the island and stuff, right?
Wait,
So maybe that's the variable.
wait. Who are you talking about?
So all the people who are time traveling are all the people who were involved in like the last episode of season 4. You know, with so like, you know, Charlotte and
Right.
Dan on the beach and Juliet ferrying
Yeah.
people. So they all
Yeah.
time travel. You know, Sawyer and those
Yeah.
guys
And
were
Locke,
doing something, and
to an
Locke,
extent.
yeah, trying to get Frank in the helicopter and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Frank's off the island, so he's not time traveling. And then, and so I was just thinking Claire doesn't count because she wasn't involved in that stuff.
True.
And then the others weren't involved in that stuff.
True. Well, a little bit. They did. They did help take down Kimi's men.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I almost had a theory.
But it is true that they were kind of just sitting there when it happened. But that's
Yeah.
probably true of some of the red shirts as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they were like waiting to get ferried.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
believe, when the freighter exploded. But I think your general pattern pretty much holds up.
Yeah, it's almost working.
I mean, it's just it still seems a bit arbitrary that it would go along those lines, but it does seem to be fairly consistent.
Wow, donkey wheel.
But it's like the water and the light are like, I don't know. Whoever's trying to get on the freighter and leave the island will time travel, and everyone else will not. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I, but I do think that Jacob should know about it. I know the Man in Black knows about it.
Yeah,
Because
see, now I feel like
he goes to the barracks and he's the one as Christian Shepherd who points out the picture of them in the 70s. So I know he knows that they were time traveling. So,
But does he know because he made them time travel?
It could be. Could be. It is true that he did that.
And I feel like
Did he have any control over that? I wonder if he knew like how the donkey wheel would work. Like, you know,
he made it, right? Like
he did
seems
make it.
like it seems like he could have set it up.
Did he
for
rig
failure.
it? Maybe.
Yeah, he rigged it to do that, or he knew that if the next person who moves it, it'll you can every 10th time you move it, it fails or something, or like something weird like that. But yeah, I feel like Jacob doesn't know what's going on. I feel like that's the answer for him. Is he when the Losties are time traveling, and you would think, okay, in the 50s or whatever, when they're there, like if Jacob's on the island, then he just would intuit that some people from the future have zapped on his island and his present in the 50s. And I'm thinking, no, why would he know that?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
like the others, Richard or whatever, they could tell him. That would be the one way he could know. The only thing that makes me think he does have some sense of that is, at the end of this season, right before he dies, he's going to say they're coming. And it's, the people from the 70s are going to flash in real soon.
Yeah,
The
that's
candidates.
a really good point.
you know. So that makes it seem like he does have some, I don't know, some sense of where they are and where they're going to be.
But does he know that because he knows in the past? I feel like I said this on the podcast originally. Does he know this because he in the past he knew when they zapped away,
It could be.
or
It
is he
could be.
saying it because in the present he knows the future?
He senses that they're coming now. Yeah, yeah, that's a fair point. But that would mean that he was aware of them in the
Yeah.
past, even if it's not, you know, somewhat less supernatural. He just knew
Mhm.
from, you know, again from the others. I mean, they had lots of interactions with them.
Jacob's like the worst island leader ever, and
Yeah.
I'm including Widmore in that.
Whoa. Damn.
I mean,
Damn.
he just
That
failed
hurts.
completely.
It hurts.
He failed so many times.
Devastating truth.
I'm sorry. It's just I call it like I see it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's a poor performance. I wonder what his approval ratings were like.
Right? What's the Gallup poll say? What's the Quinnipiac poll? Can you say that word?
Yeah, that's a hard one. I don't even want to try.
Quinnipiac.
I thought it was.
Am I saying it wrong?
I thought it was. Oh, I can't even say what I thought it was. Quinnipiac?
Quinnipiac.
Maybe?
Yeah, Quinnipiac.
Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Maybe it's not that hard. Quinnipiac.
It's not that hard, but it's like, I don't know. It's a little bit twisty.
Yeah.
It's not sounds that normally go together.
Yeah, anyway, yeah, Jacob is so disappointing, and then it just makes all the stuff the others are doing, like all of this off-island others network
Yeah.
thing, and like I work at a butcher shop, but I'm also another. Like
Mhm.
it's so weird to see now how futile it is, and how like
Yeah.
this entire
What's it all for?
organization of people like that are plugged into absolutely nothing,
Yeah.
like just have nothing. What are you getting out of this? It's like Scientology or something.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they're devoting their lives to this thing, and they're clearly not going to get the, you know, the 1,000,000-year lifespan or whatever the goal of it is. You know what I mean? Like this huge, massive organization. You know, it's so weird to see on the show, knowing it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, and that they're all sort of operating off of hearsay and rumor and legend, and you know, some supernatural stuff like Richard's long life
Right.
and the strange stuff on the island. But yeah, it's an interesting, you know, lesson that, you know, just because something supernatural happens doesn't mean anything. Like, it doesn't necessarily necessitate you to do an action now. You know what I mean? Because if you say, oh, something supernatural happened, great, then let me organize my view of the universe around this thing. Then it's like that could be the bad thing to do. You know, that might not be the right thing to do, even though you have proof of the supernatural. Like, you know, I guess it'd be like if a person had powers, you know, and was like, I'm God or I'm whatever, you know, follow me. Like, just because they have powers and are supernatural doesn't mean you should follow them.
Right.
They could have no idea what they're doing. They could only be doing what their mother told them to do. And they have no reason other than that to be doing it.
Right. Yeah. And, you know, there can be supernatural on both sides, you know. Just because supernatural doesn't mean it's the right thing to follow, you know. They sort of end up following the smoke monster eventually. And, you know, seemingly knowingly, I'm not even sure. Anyway, I also wonder...
yeah, seemingly knowingly, because they're like... He's like, Jacob's dead, you want to follow me? And they're like, yeah, as long as you're supernatural, we'll follow you, because that's power equals follow. Like, that's it, you know?
Right. But I also wonder, once Widmore does his, shell attack, and I think kills most of the others at that point, the ones on the island at least. I
Mm-hmm.
wonder what all these off-island, like Jill, like what are they doing after that? Does Hurley go and like tell them, you're
It's the
free?
same. Yeah, it's the same thing with New Man in Charge.
Do
It's
they want to follow Hurley when he's the new
they
Jacob?
they keep doing their jobs until someone replaces
Like the
them.
Dharma thing, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so weird. Just like cutting that meat for years
Mm-hmm.
and years and years.
That
Like
meat.
someday, maybe I'll hear from Ben or whatever. I
Mm-hmm.
guess Ben is still around, so maybe he could. Yeah, I don't know. It's
You
like
can go now, Jill.
yeah, exactly.
She's like, oh God, I'm a vegetarian. This has been the worst job ever.
Oh my God.
I've been a butcher for 20 years. Thanks, Ben. I can go now.
You have to be a butcher, Jill. It's what the island wants.
You have to lie and say you love meat. Wow. But yeah, pretty interesting episode. A lot of action.
Definitely.
But I definitely. It's interesting to know at this point that they're gonna like settle into the past, the on island people. So that's
Yeah.
such a weird thing to think about.
Yeah, I remember from rewatching that I generally enjoyed the earlier part of the season when they're flashing to different time periods more than when they're sort of stuck with Dharma for a while. Just because the Dharma stuff is a bit, I don't know, it's a bit lackluster and kind of frustrating.
Yeah.
And yeah, disappointing.
You mean it's
Um,
Dharma stuff?
and yeah, exactly. Yeah, everything Dharma is like that, but it's sort of the apotheosis of Dharma being,
Yeah. It's
disappointing.
basically like, hey, if you didn't already
Yeah,
like hate Dharma, now we're gonna really make you hate it because we're gonna show you
yeah.
firsthand what it was like,
Even
and it's not that
Brzezinski, we're gonna
interesting.
ruin.
Yeah, we're gonna ruin Radzinski. Yeah, yeah. You didn't think it was possible.
Like forever. Yeah, and it almost doesn't even matter. Whatever. All right, Brzezinski
Of
ran.
course, it doesn't matter because whatever happened happened. So like
Yeah,
nothing new that's gonna happen here really matters because otherwise we would have saw the repercussions in the present.
right, right. But I kind of like the chance to see maybe some other aspects of the island history that I don't know, are a bit more interesting, and maybe we didn't kind of already have some idea about. And I also think that because you left was like definitely more of a mess. This episode felt a bit more focused. I
Mm-hmm.
guess the Hurley, stuff like provided kind of a center
Yeah.
for the off island action at least, and on island also seemed more focused. Like it was
Mm-hmm.
all about trying to make this fire, and then there's this big others attack, and they're all sort of in the same place, meeting up by the end. So it's a lot less disjointed. Um, and the ending was definitely, I mean, it does nothing for me now because, like, Miss Hawking is, yeah, she's just calculating stuff and she doesn't really know anything more than anybody else does,
Mm-hmm.
but she comes off as this mystical figure in her,
Yeah.
cloak and,
Mm-hmm.
the memories of how she was in Flashes Before Your Eyes, which is
Yeah.
the last time we saw her, which is a long time ago at this point. So it seems like it's opening up these possibilities that with hindsight we know will never happen. Even in the afterlife, she was just sort of full of shit.
Yeah.
Like it's just there was no
Yeah.
like she got caught in this weird time loop, and like that's what was special about her. That's what the show's answer is,
Mm-hmm.
And it's just sort of like Locke saying, hey Richard, go visit me. Hey Richard, I'm your leader.
Yeah.
Like it's just like the time travel created these quasi mystical experiences, but they really weren't what they appeared to be. It was really just like people being in a certain place at a certain time,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of kind of a letdown. And the God help us all thing is totally deflated. But at the time, that was definitely a high impact ending.
Yeah, it was huge to see what looked like another station, something
Yeah.
that's tracking the island, and she's like in charge, and this is coming off of this whole idea of off-island, other network, and um, so it like really opens up the world to like, oh, so the interesting stuff's not just on the island,
Right.
there's stuff other places.
Yeah.
So are we
Yeah.
going to see more stations other places?
Right.
And yeah, I'm confused about the lamppost, which is what I guess they'll call it
Yeah.
soon.
That's right. That's right.
Like
I
it
believe
was
we'll get a
built to
lecture about
find,
that.
yeah, it was built to find the island
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
And then I guess that maybe ties into how Penny found the island. I mean, not using the lamppost, but
Oh,
whatever the
yes.
lamppost is tracking.
Something similar. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
And then Widmore himself used some other way, or he also used the lamppost. I'm not even sure.
It's so weird. Widmore is his dad. It just
It's
adds
really
to the
weird.
daddy issues because he already had
Yep.
daddy issues from the Penny side of it,
Mm-hmm.
and the
Extra
the
daddy
Desmond
issues.
side of it from the daddy-in-law sort
Right.
of.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, Desmond doesn't have parents on the show, so yeah, Widmore is sort of the father figure that he can't please.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why I call Hawking Desmond's mother because
Yeah.
she's like that kind of thing too.
Effectively, yeah. Yeah, it's true. It's true. And he and Faraday are linked. It is almost like they're sort of,
Mhm.
cosmic brothers or something.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, I mean, I'd say it was a solid entry. Things happened,
Mm-hmm.
things were advanced, and yeah, it was more cohesive than Because You Left. Maybe a bit less exciting, just because it was not quite as many crazy things happened. Like,
Mhm.
the Richard scene, for
Yeah.
example, which was very crazy. But I think the 1-2 punch, putting them together, it makes for a solid premiere for season 5.
It's off to a roll.
Yeah,
Next episode is Jughead.
we all know where that's going.
I remember us trying desperately to figure out what that title meant
What's
before the
Jughead?
episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like Eggtown. We're just like,
Mhm.
what the fuck is this? Except in this case, it makes sense.
Yeah. In this case, it definitely makes sense.
Very concrete.
Maybe it's a nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
Sure, we could have guessed that.
Yeah, I know. Why would we think that's going to come into play? There's really been no hint of that at this point. Except, I guess, what, I can hear David saying now. Saeed's line about in the Swan Station, I haven't seen this much concrete since Chernobyl or whatever. It sort of implies that there might be some kind of nuclear explosion connected with the Swan Station.
You're saying what Saeed said in like season 2?
Mm-hmm. That's the closest we get to a hint that there is some kind of connection there, and obviously they don't bring it up again until this season.
Oh, I forgot Jughead was at the bottom of the Swan site.
Yeah, well, it isn't in the next episode.
I mean,
but
yeah, they transport it.
Yeah, Juliet detonates it there
Because they're trying to do the thing that Pierre Chang said not to do with the orchid bubble
change
of
fast.
energy.
Yeah. There are rules, and even Faraday agrees. But
no, but I mean the whole idea of blowing up.
Blowing up
hitting
near
the pocket.
Yeah,
Hitting the pocket of energy and that
Yeah.
that affecting time.
Right. Exactly.
So many pockets on the island.
A lot of pockets.
Hot pockets and energy pockets. And...
Yep.
Maybe that's a thing. Maybe that's a hot pocket reference is like a energy pocket reference.
Interesting. Could it also be connected to the volcano? Is the volcano the ultimate hot pocket?
It has to be.
I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Hurley erupted at Ben when he threw the hot pocket at him, right?
Exactly.
Volcano erupted when Ben was little. Oh wow. All right. Well, we'll be back next time with Jughead.
Jughead. Can't
It's an
wait.
explosive episode later.
Right. Not immediately, but yeah.
No, it's a slow burn
Yeah.
that bomb.
They're gonna let off a nuclear bomb in episode 3.
Nah.
It's not that kind of show.
Mm-mm. Oh man, so many cool episodes this season. The variable.
Yeah.
We're the variables.
Oh god.
Oh.
The speech that rocked the world.
So many people are just wrong on this show.
It happens really often. It's
Mhm.
crazy.
Dead is dead. He's our you.
Oh yeah.
I remember these.
He's
Oh
our you.
no.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, until next time, thanks and namaste.
Namaste and good luck.